Happy Monday 2027. Hope you guys had an amazing spring break. Welcome back. I'm sure that you feel energized because you haven't been in school every day. So let's get right to the work. I'm super excited for this week's assignment. The reason for that is because I've been trying to figure out a way to help you guys understand this coronavirus pandemic in a way that also allows you to use the skills you've learned to figure out a little more information for yourself. So this week is only going to be focused on what's going on in the world and how we can do the best job we can to stop it, but also to focus on what other people are doing to help us stop it as well. So I'm very excited for this. This is actually an assignment that sixth graders also did. So this is me getting you ready for sixth grade and showing you that you can handle the work that they're going to do because they did the exact same thing. So I'm very excited for you to get to see it. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. I've never done this before, so it might not work the first time. Let's go ahead and see what I got. Right now, hopefully if this worked really well, you should be able to see my screen. This is where you should be in your Google form, lesson 3.1, Monday, April 13th. The first question, you're gonna actually notice this is the same question on Friday's PDN, so I want you to answer it now and then answer it again in a couple of days. How has COVID-19 or the coronavirus impacted your life? You're gonna answer in a full and complete sentence on this line. I'm gonna write a couple of letters here. You're going to answer in a full and complete sentence, and you're going to click the next button. You should have done that already. Then if you notice, this video that I'm currently recording is right here at the very, very top. You're going to watch the video while you scroll through this text. Our focus question for this week is how can our global community work together to fight the coronavirus? This is not a question you're going to answer now, but it's a question you will answer by the end of this week after going through all the documents that I have to show you. We're going to start with source A, which is the very first text we're going to read, which are facts about the coronavirus. Please go ahead and follow along as I read it out loud to you right here on this word recently. Recently, an outbreak of the coronavirus, now called COVID-19, in China has caused global concern. It came from a seafood and meat market in Wuhan, China, in December. It has since spread to other countries, including the United States. The COVID-19 has spread to almost 70 locations internationally. In the US, COVID-19 cases have been confirmed in all 50 states. A coronavirus is a virus that is found in animals and rarely can be transmitted from animals to humans and then spread from person to person. Please go ahead and write your just statement right here where it says the answer. One thing I do want to point out, guys, as we read, is that this is an ongoing pandemic. So a lot of the information that these articles actually have in them might not be true today, but it's the best picture that we can get. So for example, I know it says it's spread to 70 locations. It's now spread to over 100 locations. I think even over 150. So just keep that in mind. I'll try to check and make sure that they're up to date. But some of these articles were written a week ago, and now things have changed. We're going to move on to this section right here. Now that you should have written the gist up at the very, very top, we're going to move down here. What are, right there. What are the symptoms of a coronavirus? COVID-19 symptoms range from mild to severe. It takes 2 to 14 days after exposure for symptoms to develop. Symptoms may include fever, cough, and shortness of breath. What causes a coronavirus infection? Humans first get a coronavirus from contact with animals. Then it can spread from human to human. Health officials do not know what animal caused COVID-19. The COVID-19 virus can be spread through contact with certain bodily fluids such as droplets and a cough. It might also be caused by touching something an infected person has touched and then touching your hand to your mouth, nose, or eyes. Please go ahead and write your gist. We're going to move on to this section right here. Can a coronavirus be prevented or avoided? If I'm moving too fast, remember you can pause your video and then press play, and then we'll be able to move on. Try to avoid people who are sick or meeting in large groups. Stay home if you are sick. Cover your cough with a tissue or cough into the upper sleeve or elbow. Do not cough into your hands. Wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, especially after going to the bathroom, before eating, and after blowing your nose, coughing, or sneezing. If soap and water are not readily available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol. Always wash hands with soap and water. If hands are visibly dirty, avoid touching your mouth, your mouth, nose, or eyes. The Center for Disease Control, CDC, has issued travel advisories for several affected countries. If you are traveling to an area where the COVID-19 is present, speak with your doctor. Go ahead and write your gist statement right here. And we're going to move on. Coronavirus treatment. There is currently no vaccine or treatment for COVID-19. Symptoms of a coronavirus usually go away on their own. If symptoms feel worse than a common cold, contact your doctor. He or she may prescribe pain or fever medication. As with a cold or the flu, drink fluids and get plenty of rest. If you are having trouble breathing, seek immediate medical care. Just statement right here. A couple of questions on this article. Question number 1, what is the coronavirus? In a full and complete sentence. You should pause and answer that question now. Question number 2, where is COVID-19 originate or start? I'll fix that to make sure it says where it did. So where did COVID-19 originate or start? Answer in a full and complete sentence. Go back to the text and find the answer. It's in there. Question number 3, how did COVID-19 start? Answer in a complete sentence. So let's focus on these two really fast. Where did it originate is a location. How did it start means how did it start to spread, right? So they're two different questions, even though they sound alike. Where did COVID-19 originate means where did it start? Give me the place that it started. How did it start means what made it start to spread from human to human. So two questions that sound very similar. You should pause the video and answer those questions now for text A, because we're going to move on to text B. Text B, Center for Disease Control and Prevention. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, is the leading national public health institute of the United States. The CDC works 24/7 to protect America from health, safety, and security threats, both foreign and in the US. Whether diseases start at home or abroad, are chronic or acute, curable or preventable, human error or deliberate attack, CDC fights disease and supports communities and citizens to do the same. Go ahead and answer your gist. If you get stuck, you think of the three questions: who, what, and then where, when, or why. So who is this paragraph about? What is that person or group doing? And when, where, or why. Moving on to the next one. The main goal of the CDC is to protect public health and safety through the control and prevention of disease, injury, and disability in the US and internationally. CDC increases the health security of our nation. As the nation's health protection agency, CDC saves lives and protects people from health threats. To accomplish our mission, CDC conducts critical science and provides health information that protects our nation against expensive and dangerous health threats and responds when these arise. The CDC focuses national attention on developing and applying disease control and prevention. It focuses its attention on infectious disease, foodborne pathogens, environmental health, occupational safety and health, health promotion, injury prevention, and educational activities designed to improve the health of United States citizens. Who, what, where, when, or why. Write your gist. Couple questions on this text. What is the CDC? Answer in a full and complete sentence. Go back into the text, find what the CDC is, and tell me. What does the CDC do? Answer in a full and complete sentence. Go back into the text, find what it says, and tell me. And the last question, why is the CDC important during a pandemic like COVID-19? Answer in a full and complete sentence. Why is the CDC important during a pandemic like COVID-19? Answer in a full and complete sentence. When you are done with all of those full and complete sentences, you're going to go ahead and you're going to click the submit button right here. Notice if I click it, it will not let me move on until I answer every single question on the page. Make sure that that's done Every question needs to be answered in a full and complete sentence. Make sure you do that so I don't have to send it back and ask you to do it again. Then that's all the work that we've got for today. I'll move on to tomorrow's text and I'll start reading those out loud to you. It's still going to be on the same topic, but they're going to be different texts. We'll use these texts on Friday to answer a couple of comprehension questions.